Hi everyone, I hope you've been well. I hope you've had a good weekend. I've had a pretty good weekend myself, and it's raining right now here. It's overcast and kind of cloudy. It's winter, last month of winter, but I do like the winter. Anyway, over the weekend, my good friends, Pastor Jonathan and Pastor Jono and Pastor Amara from church, they brought this story about the Olympics. So remember how in the last video I talked about the various Olympics athletes that glorified God after they win. So there's one from home, from Australia. Yeah. So very exciting. Nicola McDermott. She is a high jumper. I think she cleared about 2 meters. I saw the video. And she said some amazing words in the post event interview, and I wish that I could just simply put the video, tack it on to this video. I might be able to. I'm not sure, but last time I tried to do it with the Tamira men's stock video, and YouTube wouldn't let me upload this video because apparently I violated copyright. So I'm just going to read her interview. Okay, Nicola McDermott, this is via Eternity News. This is what she said in the interview. She said, "It's my heart. I just want to say thank you to Australia for being on this journey with me. The gold, the silver is like gold for me today. I hope that the stadiums will be filled again in our post-COVID world." And here's the amazing thing that she said. "But maybe not just for athletic performances, but that we will see revivals again in the stadiums, and that people would hear a message of faith and a gospel that will really inspire like they did with Billy Graham decades ago. This is my dream for a medal," and she held up her medal. "I will definitely be jumping in Paris. I'm going after that gold, but I want to keep putting my 100% in. Because this is like a little bit of encouragement for just one person watching, that anything is possible if you have faith. I have done my job." And then the interviewers said, "Oh, you've done your job. There are so many questions I want to ask you." And interestingly, he said, "I will start with your faith." It's not every day that sports interviewers go into the faith. When did this become such a significant part of your life?" And Nicola said, "I think as a teenager I was always an outcast, and I got welcomed into a faith community that loved me. And I just remember encountering God's love, and it changed the way I thought of myself. As a misfit, why was I created so tall and stuff? And it gave me passion and purpose to use it. In 2017 was my big moment when it flicked the switch, and I decided to pursue God over sport. Whatever comes from sport is a bonus, but I am already complete and perfect and loved as a person regardless of it. They just allowed me to soar over every high jump bar and not be scared anymore because I am loved, and that is the most important thing." Amen. Yeah. So really powerful words that she said in this interview. The first thing is, she said she pursued God over sport, and I think God really honored her. And if she continued to pursue God over sport, she's going to go places, because that's what God does, right? Her story is an example that if we put God first, if we seek His kingdom first, He will add everything that we need to it. And because if we pursue God first, everything else that follows in accordance to His will. And the other thing that I really like about this interview as well, that she mentioned how she felt like she was always an outcast, and that she felt like a misfit. And one of the reasons is that she was tall, and she says she is tall. If you look at her photo, you can see how tall she is. I think she was like almost 2 meters tall, and if you look at her body, I wouldn't say skinny, but she's quite lanky. She's got long limbs, and from what I understand, a lot of girls actually find that to be make them self-conscious, and I can understand why she felt like she was such a misfit. But what is encouraging for me and what is encouraging for me about what she said here is that, like a lot of us have also felt like we're misfits, and we just sometimes we wonder, we have wondered in the past, maybe you're wondering, why did God create me this way? Why am I such a strange misfit and an outcast? And then God end up using that very thing that makes us feel like an outcast. I mean, for Nicola, the very thing that made her feel like an outcast, which is that she was tall and lanky. That's the very thing, and if I understand my physics, my body physics correctly, that's the very thing that allowed her to win that silver medal. She has the right body shape for high jumping. And the other last thing that I wanna point out in this interview is she said that she was welcome and she was feeling like an outcast. She was welcome into a faith community that loved her. Now, I'll be honest, I haven't always felt that the faith community that I've been in have been that welcoming when I felt like an outcast. But I am still so grateful that the church I'm in right now, that the community I'm in right now, it's been more than welcoming. They're nurturing. I've been able. God has allowed me to thrive so much, and it's and a lot of that is because our pastors and our leaders have I'm getting emotional have just listened to God's call and God's desire that we welcome the outcasts, and it makes a difference. Every single word, every single time you approach someone that no one else wants to talk to in church, and even outside the church as a faith community, it makes a difference whether that outcast is going to turn out to be a Nichola McDermott, or whether that outcast is going to turn out to be somebody like, I don't know, like somebody who's not following God. I'm not going to go into examples, but I think some people might come to your mind, some extreme examples. But yeah, so, and just imagine, even a single thing that you say could end up changing that person's life forever, drawing them close to God. Anyway, that's very good news. I love this news, and I love it that this is somebody from Australia, from home, and I think we're all very proud of her. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna do another video now on the thing that on the passage that I want to talk about today. So I'll see you soon.